Hey YouTube, this is Ozark's brother Jerry again. This week's parsha is Yitro, which means abundance or plenty, and of course that is Moshe's father-in-law comes to visit him. The parsha covers Exodus 18:1 to chapter 20, verse 23. As an overview, we have the first judges. We have Mount Sinai. And I didn't understand that as a Christian, but that's actually, that's a wedding between Yahweh and Israel. And then we have the Ten Commandments. I'd like to delve into the judges appointed by Moshe. And in particular, I'd like to take a look at the qualities of a judge, or these are rulers here. And so to do so, I'd like to read Exodus 18:13 through 22. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moshe set to judge the people, and the people stood by Moshe from the morning until the evening. And when Moshe's father-in-law saw all that he did to the people, he said, "What is this that thou doest? What is this thing that thou doest to the people? Why sittest thyself alone? And all the people stand by thee from morning unto evening." And Moshe said unto his father-in-law, "Because the people come unto me to inquire of Elohim. When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one another, and I do make them know the statutes of Elohim and his laws." And Moshe's father-in-law said unto him, "The thing that thou doest is not good. That will surely wear away, both you and this people that is with thee. For this thing is too heavy for thee. Thou art not able to perform it thyself alone." Verse 19. "Hearken now unto my voice. I will give thee counsel, and Elohim shall be with thee. Be thou for the people to Elohim word, that thou mayest bring the causes unto Elohim. And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws, and shalt show them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear Elohim, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place over them to be rulers of thousands, and rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s, and rulers of 10. And let them judge the people at all seasons. And it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge. So shall it be easier for thyself, and they shall bear the burden with thee." So let's look at these qualifications outlined in verse 21. It says, Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men. And I use Brown Driver Briggs, so I'll keep saying that for a concordance. Able is strength, efficiency, wealth, army. So I get out of that these people are efficient. They're effective managers. They may be wealthy because they manage what the Father has given them properly. And when it talks about army, I'm going to say that's self-discipline. And that just leads into the strength and the efficiency. The other attributes of the word able. They have to fear Elohim. It says, such as fear Elohim. And that means fearing, reverent, afraid. So, there's plenty of people that are kind of fearless today, but they don't fear. But they don't fear Elohim. I don't want them as a leader. Next is truth. It says, such as fear Elohim, men of truth. Well, what is truth? It's firmness, faithfulness, as spoken, of testimony and judgment, of divine instruction, truth as a body of ethical or religious knowledge, true doctrine. And also, I'd like to throw in Numbers 30:32 here in regards to truth. And 30:32 is, if a man vow a vow unto Yahweh, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break this word. And I realize this is talking about oaths, but it's also talking about me being a man or woman of your word. I was part of an ecclesia that spent a lot of time, lots of time, setting up operational rules. We brainstormed how the group wanted to do things and made sure our ideas were scriptural. Then we voted on them. And then when the first major test came, the leader did whatever he wanted to do. And that pretty much, for a time, destroyed their ecclesia. So, especially in these days of potentially being Jacob's trouble, we need leaders that are scriptural and leaders that are predictable, that we can count on. Next is hating. We need men of truth. Hating covetousness. Hating covetousness. They hate profit. And I'm just going to make the presumption here that that's maybe an obscene profit. Because then it goes into they hate unjust gain. And that's personal level and corporate. These big investment firms like Bain Capital, they go into a company, they take its assets and they leverage it up in debt and then leave it to go bankrupt. That's not a proper gain. Then if you hate covetousness, you hate gain acquired by violence. That's on a personal level, like a gangbanger, or that's a country invading another country for their oil. So, the requirements aren't a lot to be an effective leader. You have to be efficient, with self-discipline. You have to manage your household well, which that's what Joseph was known for. They put him in charge of everything he touched. We have to fear Elohim. We have to be reverent and afraid of the Most High. We have to love the truth. And another thing about the truth, 2 Thessalonians 2:10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. You have to love the truth about Scripture. You have to love the truth. You should love the truth about history. It should apply to your whole life. And a person should hate unjust gain. When I was a kid in a Baptist church, one of the respected elders there said he kept his church in a separate. He compartmentalized his church and his politic in two different things. I didn't understand that as like a 12 or 13-year-old. I don't know, because it stuck with me, right? And I don't understand that today. How's this country gotten itself in the mess that we're in? I know that's a rhetorical question. This country anymore makes its money by financial shenanigans, not by producing anything. Wealth comes from the ground and through production. Proper wealth. If you look at the sorry collection of people lining up for the next presidential election, it's bad. But we do need to consider all those characteristics, if we have any input into the leader of our ecclesia. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next week.